Brought to you by Penguin.
Mission Economy by Mariana Mazzucato. Read by Lexie Mcdougall. Preface. As I write this book, we are living through the COVID-19 pandemic, which poses massive challenges to every member of society around the world. Defeating the pandemic requires huge investments in physical and social goods and services. From the race to develop a vaccine or effective therapies, personal protective equipment, PPE, and appropriate methods of online learning for children not in school, to new thinking about social safety nets. It also requires an unprecedented level of collaboration between nations, citizens, government, and the private sector, the like of which we haven't seen in our lifetime. Fundamentally, it is a litmus test of state capacity and effective governance within and between countries. Governments across the globe are adapting to this challenge in different ways and with different degrees of success. Governance is key to successful adaptation. Countries' responses have differed in both the quantity and the quality of actions taken. Many governments have committed colossal sums with a whatever-it-takes mentality. But if there is one thing we learned from the 2008 financial crisis, it is that injecting trillions into the economy will have little effect if the structures they are spent on are weak. We cannot risk that happening again. Can we produce enough PPE for frontline workers? Enough ventilators for patients in intensive care units? A vaccine to help build immunity? Can we protect people who have lost their jobs so they have the basic right to a minimum income, food, shelter, and education? The answers to all these questions depend on the organization of our economy, more than just the amount of money being thrown at problems. It depends on the concrete structures, capacity, and types of partnerships between the public and private sectors. It also requires the vision to imagine a different world. It is a vision for what kind of growth we want, plus the corresponding tools to get us that will create a new direction for the economy. And it is a new direction that is needed. Vietnam's successful response to COVID-19 provides an interesting example. Although the country is still emerging in terms of its developmental process, its government was able very quickly to spur the development of low-cost test kits. This was possible because it had the capability to mobilize different parts of society, academia, the army, the private sector, civil society, around a common goal and strategically use health research and development, R&D, procurement, to crowd in innovative solutions. That is, to use government spending to increase private sector investment. An effective public-private collaboration allowed for rapid commercialization of the kits, which were then exported to Europe and beyond, as well as deployed throughout Vietnam itself. The government was also able to galvanize poster artists, creatively harness social media, and even produce stamps to promote behavioral change. In India, the state of Kerala's success story, in contrast to Apache national response, is also the result of long-term investment in health, including the protocols put in place after the 2018-19 outbreak of the Nipah virus, like COVID-19, a zoonotic virus, and a successful public-private partnership model between state medical services and private providers. Bolstered by a high level of citizen trust built over the years, the machinery of government, complemented by self-help groups, was quick to put in place tight restriction measures while catering for the most vulnerable, including migrant workers. But in many parts of the world, the picture has been much less rosy. As this book goes to press, the problems being faced by both the USA and the UK are the result of 40 years of weakening ability to govern and manage. Fueled by the ideology that government needs to take a back seat and only come in to fix problems when they arise. A public management creed that belittles the ability of government to act effectively and promotes privatization has fostered much outsourcing of government capacity to the private sector and a relentless but
Sample complete. Ready to continue?